Here's a possible English translation of the text. Warning: if you have a low pain threshold, read this story at your own risk. I still remember the words of our village's only mullah, Jabbar Ghul, who used to say that in our culture, dowry is given special importance because the groom's family pays cash to the bride's father as a gift, not as a purchase price. This thinking is good, as it reduces the burden on the bride's parents, but people have distorted it, turning it into a bad practice. I grew up hearing that a woman whose father didn't provide a sewing machine, bed, colorful fan, and a big trunk as dowry would be disrespected in her in-laws' house. My mother's in-laws respected her more than other daughters-in-law because her father had given her 2 steel jugs, a sewing machine, and a big box full of bed sheets. Wazira Chachi, my aunt, came from a poor family, but God had gifted her with good morals. I never saw her cry or speak loudly. My grandmother never talked to her, considering her unworthy. Wazira Chachi was always seen in the kitchen, cooking for the family. People say a mother's disrespect affects her children, and I saw Wazira Chachi's children with torn clothes and bare feet, licking leftover food from plates. She would say it's Sunnah, the Prophet's tradition. I never saw Wazira Chachi's brothers visiting her. My mother said once her brother came, but no one respected him, so he never came again. Wazira Chachi was often beaten by her husband or brothers-in-law for minor mistakes. She was imprisoned in the kitchen, serving guests, and never complained. One night, I saw her in the cattle shed, supporting a cow giving birth. She was always listening to others, standing with folded hands. One day, I asked her why she was crying, and she said she had a fever. But I never saw her cry except the day her 14-year-old son fell from a mountain. She was rolling on the ground, screaming, as if rebuking God. That was her last day. After that, no one saw or heard about Wazira Chachi. Villagers said she disappeared after visiting her son's grave. Years later, I visited the village and went hunting with friends. I reached the spot where Wazira Chachi's son had fallen. As I looked down, my foot slipped, and I almost fell. I grabbed a bush and saved myself. As I caught my breath, I heard wailing sounds from below. I recognized the voice. Wazira Chachi was crying again, rebuking God.